Yo guys, and welcome back to this new stream here on the channel. And on today's stream I will be discussing the Bitcoin and Ethereum market, and of course in general the cryptocurrency market. And in today's video I will be reevaluating on what we're going to of course expect what Bitcoin is going to do. We will be as well getting into Ethereum and of course expect what Ethereum is going to do here on the lower time frames and as well on the bigger time frames. Currently I'm seeing some bearish things unfolding on the daily candles as well here, where we're as well seeing some bullish things playing out here. So if this sounds interesting for you, of course make sure to stick till the end of the stream here. It won't be the longest stream I've ever done here on the channel, since I have a very busy planning afterwards. So yeah, without further ado guys, let me go right away into the video. And I see already the chat saying yo. I see Ernst saying yo, thank you guys for all tuning in once again here. It's amazing having you guys all over here once again in today's stream here. So let's start right away this video off with of course discussing the Bitcoin market and to see where Bitcoin is heading towards. So we've been already keeping you guys up to date about that. We are right now, at least that I have been accumulating more and more every single time that we have been touching this level. As long as we're respecting the trend, I will be playing the trend here for sure. But it looks to be that we are retesting this level, yeah, in my opinion, yeah, sometimes a little bit too many times here. And like you know, of course, the more times you're testing a certain level of support or resistance, the more likely it will be that we're going to see a breakdown of it. So hopefully we will be still holding on to this level, but as long as we're not seeing a 1 hourly candle close below it, I will remain bullish here because since we have been creating an uptrend from here on, and after that created a symmetrical triangle, it is very assumable and very likely to see as well Bitcoin to move up towards the upside from here on. So that is already a thing that I want to be seeing here. To talk about the weaknesses that we are currently seeing here, we were spotting some weaknesses right now, of course, as well in the MACD, as of course on the 1 hourly candles, as on the daily candles. So first of all, you can see here bearish crossovers getting created currently on the 1 hourly candles. And usually these bearish crossovers are signifying that we're going to see more momentum coming towards the downside. So that can be, of course, quite a bearish driver. Currently, if we're talking about the trend that we are creating towards the upside, I'm not seeing any weaknesses in the trend. So yeah, the MACD is pretty neutral right now and telling me, okay, Rover, you just have to be playing with the trend. And of course, like we were seeing over here, I do think the MACD is one of the most powerful indicators because sometimes you're seeing these divergences in the MACD like this, a lower high getting created here on the MACD, but a higher high in the price chart, giving you a signal to sell your Bitcoins right here or take profit on the trade or open a short position even. If you did so over here, you can see after that you moved pretty beautiful towards the downside. And over here we were getting a reversal signal of the trend basing towards the upside once again here, because you can see over here low getting created, higher low getting created over here, and it's a little bit chaotic, so let me remove this. So you can see over here, higher low getting created over here, lower low getting created over here once again, and that is signifying weakness in the trend. But currently what we're seeing right now, on the exact moment that we're trading on, guys, is no weaknesses at all in the trend because we are still setting a higher high on the MACD, higher high in the price chart, higher low on the selling pressure, higher low here on the selling pressure as well, higher low on the selling pressure on the MACD, and a higher low as well on the chart. So yeah, currently the MACD is not really giving us a bearish signal or either a bullish signal as well here. We're just in a very neutral stadium. So for me, it's very likely to assume that we're just going to play further in the trend that we are currently at. And of course, currently the trend that we have been creating on the 1 hourly candles is towards the upside. So that is my first reason to assume that Bitcoin is going to move up ever so slightly here in the coming hours. Second of all, there are some bearish things like the MACD, sorry, not the MACD, like the EMA ribbon that we are currently can see over here. The EMA ribbon currently is pushing down the price ever since, of course, we're trading below it. You can see over here, resistance over here, resistance. And of course, from several times in the past, we know that the EMA ribbon is providing you always resistance once you're trading against it. And if you're trading above it, it usually tends to provide a very good support. But right now, we're still trading below it. And yeah, that is just quite a bearish drive in the market currently, and I do want to be seeing, of course, Bitcoin to trade above of that level once again here. But then as well, I want to be talking about this important orange box of support and resistance. I've been already, of course, doing several tweets about it here on the channel. And first of all, I was expecting that this candle was at least finding some support on this level. Like you can see over here, this candle right away plunged towards the downside. And guys, I mean, recently with our calls that we have been making on our Twitter page and of course on the channel, they were absolutely on fire, and we have been absolutely crushing the market. And right now, of course, I was, of course, expecting that we were finding some support on this level, but unfortunately, we have not been seeing any support getting found on this orange box. But right now, we will be, of course, looking at the next level. I was also warning you guys that the 33.9K will be the next level of support that I will be aiming for. And of course, if we're failing to hold this level, and as you can see over here, we have been exactly touching this level. And after that, we have been finding some support. So You can see over here massive support. Here we were providing resistance, and of course, unfortunately, here we were not. No support was found at all. But what you can see right now is that since we were trying to, of course, retest it to increase once again in valuation, we got rejected over here. And right now we are getting this rejection over here. It's of course once again, a very significant indication that this level is of course a level that we do want to be respecting, and a level what is of course extremely important to break through of. So yeah, there is more and more resistance ahead of us, and we still have to be breaking out of it. And of course, as well, if we're going to see a breakup through the upside or through the downside, either way, it's going to be a quite significant move that we're going to create here in this symmetrical triangle. So this symmetrical triangle can be, of course, giving us a breakdown target of approximately, I will be using the 32.2K here, since I don't think that we're going to exactly reach this price target, what you can see right in front of the screen. I do expect that, of course, Bitcoin, its major support will be around the 32.3K here. And listen up real quickly, and listen up very good right now here. So you can see this orange line getting through over here. This is the weekly support for Bitcoin. And I do expect this level to, of course, provide massive amounts of support if we're going to decrease towards this level. Of course, this is the bearish target that I'm right now going to give to you guys. So you can see over here, this was, of course, the weekly support that we were finding over there. And I do expect if the 1 hour candles will be moving down ever so slightly towards this level, to find massive support on this level. So you can see over here as well, resistance while trading above it, support while trading here above it on the 1 hourly candles. And personally, I do expect if we're going to see a breakdown. But of course, this scenario is only the scenario that you have to be looking at if we're seeing a significant breakdown. You will be looking, of course, to accumulate my next position. I will be at least looking to accumulate my next long position for Bitcoin on the 32.2K here to, of course, trade this bounce towards the upside. But then as well, of course, for sure, we can be still seeing a move towards the upside and trade as well. But in order to see so, we first have to be breaking through the orange box, what will be already quite a big task in my opinion. So if we're going to see this breakthrough of the level, we will be signifying an approximately 6% move towards the upside, what can be leading, of course, to a potential 60 to 70% trade that you can be taking. How you can be taking and approaching this trade is only in one way, and exactly is what we're going to break down. Only take this trade, at least I will be only taking this trade if we're seeing a breakout, and of course the 1 hourly candle close outside of it, and then you go for the retest, and on the retest you will be just entering. So that will be at least my strategy to enter this trade here. It will be even more beautiful if we're, of course, as well going to retrace towards this orange box coming together with the downward slope resist line. That will be, of course, the perfect setup that I will be loving to see, of course, but that still remains to, we still have to be remaining to see how this will be reacting. But these are basically the next trade that I should be taking here on Bitcoin. This is also the main scenario that I will be approaching right now for Bitcoin, and I will be waiting to, of course, we're going to see a breakout of any of it. But then as well, I will be going into the 12-hour time frame for a second before moving on to Ethereum, and before going into the daily candles of Bitcoin as well, because on the 12-hour candles, guys, we have been already warning you guys several times, of course, on the Twitter page about this significant ascending triangle here. And I see already in chat, guys, everyone is tuning in here. I see Trebiti tuning in here. I see Faris. I'm so bad with pronouncing them, so I'm sorry. I see everyone tuning in here as well. Fa is once again tuning in. Bilal tuning in here. Someone is saying head and shoulders forming on the support line. So let me look at that into a second. Grow in Mets. I will be going into that in a second. And as well, Dean Harvey tuning in here. Absolutely amazing that you guys are all here. And guys, by the way, if you're enjoying these streams, make sure to reward it with smashing up these likes here. I would be highly appreciating if you're going to do so. So yeah, what are we seeing further on Bitcoin right now here? So on Bitcoin as well, on the 12-hourly candles, we are seeing some very important price action currently unfolding. Since we have been, of course, warning you guys several times about this ascending triangle that we have been creating on Bitcoin, like you can see over here. I mean, I'm doing a lot of tweets, guys, so I have to scroll back ever so slightly. You can see we have been warning you guys several times here about the ascending triangle, that this is, of course, a major level of support, and this is just a very important pattern to look at if you're willing to trade, of course, Bitcoin, either direction, because even though if we're going to break down or break up, I will be, of course, looking to trade this ascending triangle, since these ascending triangles are giving you very good and beautiful price targets. And the nice part about this specific trade here is that you can't see this trade here on the 10-hour, you can't see it on the 8-hour, you can't see it on the 6-hour, you can't see it on the 4-hour, you can't see it on the daily. No, it's only on the 12-hour candles. And that is also the reason why I love it, because not a lot of people are currently looking to this specific time frame. And guys, the thing about I'm always doing here on Bitcoin, I'm always looking to every single time frame. To once I'm waking up here, or once I'm taking a fresh look at the charts, I look at first I start with the 5 minutes, 15, 30, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 6 hour, 8 hour, 10 hour, 12 hour, daily, weekly, monthly, to see, of course, if we're seeing some very special things right now unfolding. And of course, once I was looking to the 12-hour candles, I was seeing this, of course, this beautiful ascending triangle playing out here. And this will be giving as well a very significant price target of course, an approximately 15%, if I say it correctly out of my head here. So in order to see this, let me quickly look at this. Yeah, it's a 50% move towards the downside if we're going to break down here. And if we're going to move up here, this will be as well an approximately 15% surge towards the 41K here. And how you can be approaching this once again here is how I at least should be approaching once again all my specific trades here is only once you're seeing a breakout in terms of a 12-hourly candle close outside of it, and on the retest you should be entering not earlier, not later, because you don't want to be entering on these wicks here, because if you're opening your long on the wick, you're absolutely going to go to Rack City as well. If you're opening your short on these wicks on the lower side, you're as well going to Rack City like you did over here. So yeah, please wait for a breakout either way towards the downside, wait for the 12-hour close below it, wait for the increasement, wait for the retest of the previous support target flipping into resistance, and then you can be opening your short position. So this is also a very significant thing right now unfolding. And as well, if we're enabling the MACD, guys, I am seeing some very interesting things here right now playing out here. So first of all, we're seeing this trend here on the MACD looking very healthy. We are about to have another bearish crossover, but it looks to be that we're bouncing off towards the upside. But let me enable the daily candles real quickly. Let me go into a clear chart. Let me see. I will be using this chart for a second. This one is pretty key. So a thing that is a little bit worrying, and it's of course not for Bitcoin, because I will be right now going, first of all, let me start off with Bitcoin indeed. Let me start off with Bitcoin before going into Ethereum. And let me start about the bullish thing that I'm currently seeing here. So Bitcoin is right now forming one of the most bullish things there that I have not been seeing in maybe... what is it? Maybe 4 months, maybe 6 months. I have to go back in price action if I want to be seeing, when we have been seeing this for the last time here. But we have been seeing insane bullish signals right now for Bitcoin playing out. And maybe you're wondering, what kind of bullish signal are we right now seeing? So the bullish signal, what we are currently seeing here, is that Bitcoin has been forming a higher low on the MACD, where it is, of course, forming a lower low on the price chart. And maybe you're wondering, but oh man, this is not very significant. I don't see the prices increasing. But guys, you have to know certain things, not only one thing. If we're seeing these divergences on the MACD playing out here, it usually tends to take some time to we're going to see this reverse towards the upside coming in here. But in the end of the day, it will come here, because it's just a very significant divergence that we're right now seeing. So this divergence, of course, and higher low getting created here on the MACD, lower low in the price action, coming together with, of course, a higher low on the RSI, lower low in the price chart. We are just seeing a bullish divergence on the MACD, bullish divergence on the RSI. All the momentum indicators are right now saying that the Bitcoin daily trend, what is currently still in a downtrend, like you can see over here, the Bitcoin daily trend is clearly in a downtrend. You can't deny that. But these indicators are right now giving us a signal, and the RSI and the MACD are very straightforward indicators, but they are very important because they are momentum indicators. And these momentum indicators are right now telling us that the daily trend is about to shift here. And it can be maybe taking several weeks here. It can be maybe taking another 2 weeks and maybe another 3 weeks, but the trend is about to reverse. And we are seeing the signals right now here. And either if it's going to be a relief rally, if we're going to see only a push towards the 45K, or if we're only seeing a push towards maybe new all-time high, 60 or 70K, we will be seeing a new surge towards the upside getting created here anytime soon here, since we are seeing this divergence playing out right now on Bitcoin, of course, on the daily candles. And I do think the daily candles are just candles that you can't ignore, and daily candles are candles that you do want to be paying all your attention at. And that's the thing that I want to be giving a heads up real quickly about. And hopefully it will be helping you guys in general to see whether you want to be accumulating or, of course, selling right now. I'm personally accumulating quite a lot here, and I'm not looking to sell all off at all. So let me see. Some people are saying Bitcoin to zero, Bitcoin to 30K. I'm totally don't agree with it. I mean, yeah, we can be for sure potentially see Bitcoin once again trading on 30K. But I've been already giving several times my argument why I do think that Bitcoin is already bottomed out on 30K. But right now, let me go into Ethereum. And Ethereum, let me start off with the high time frames before going into the lower time frames, because personally, I feel extremely excited about Ethereum. But let me start off with the bearish thing that I'm currently seeing here, because Ethereum is right now forming a hidden bearish divergence, what is of course quite bad here. So the hidden bearish divergence that we're right now seeing here is also playing out on the MACD, and maybe you already know it, but I will be announcing one thing here right now on the channel, and that is that the MACD is my new favorite indicator because it has been making me so profitable, especially on the 1 and 4 hour. It has been making me extremely profitable, and it has been making me very good returns here on certain assets and certain coins here. So right away going to say this, make sure to keep your eyes out on the MACD, make sure to learn to use the MACD here. I've been promising it already several times in the past there, but I will be for sure trying to maybe build an update video on how to read the MACD and how to use it, because it's so powerful. It's extremely powerful. But what are we seeing right now? We are seeing right now on the MACD bearish divergence playing out here on the price section of Ethereum, and this bearish divergence can be for sure invalidated, but currently we're creating a higher high where we're creating a lower high on the price section on daily candles for Ethereum, what is currently resulting in a bearish divergence on the daily candles. We can easily invalidate these, but I do want to be giving a heads up that we are creating that bearish divergence at the moment. So with that being said, guys, let me go right away into the lower time frames of Ethereum, because Ethereum has been as well performing very, very well here recently, like we already know. And if you're looking to Ethereum, and let me extend this real quickly over here. Let me do it like this. You can see Ethereum has been providing a lot of strength here. First of all, compared to Bitcoin, you can see Ethereum compared to Bitcoin has been moving up very quickly. It has been moving up already today very significantly with another, let me get this right away in front of the screen, another 4% compared to Bitcoin. And of course, it is right now running in towards potentially a resistance target on the top side anytime soon here. And I can't wait to see whether we're going to reach it anytime soon here, or if we're going to reach it already today, because certainly Ethereum compared to Bitcoin can do this very quickly. And the reasons why Ethereum is right now increasing, I will be coming back into that in a second, because there are several reasons right now why Ethereum is currently increasing, and I do think that you want to be paying attention of it. So what are we right now seeing here? So Ethereum looks to be forming, let me remove all the drawings, a downward slope resistance line currently. What has been already providing us three touch points here on the top side. So Ethereum has been providing as resistance here already 3 times on the top side, and this resistance line is a very significant one here. As you can see, it has already got 3 touch points, so it will be extremely important to break through this level. Right now as well, Ethereum has been forming several uptrends here, so you can be first of all approaching it like this, uptrend over here getting created. You can be looking at this, and this can be of course signifying an imminent breakout anytime soon here. You can be for sure approaching it like this, but I do think that this is more of a risky strategy, so I will be making this green, and I will be of course approaching it as a supportive line here, but not as my main important supportive line that I should be looking at. But Ethereum as well, to zoom out here a little bit here, is creating this other supportive line towards the upside with, of course, some more room to have some corrections, and some more room to, of course, maybe see a correction or maybe find some support on the lower side. I do think this is the most important one to approach here. I should definitely not trade on the support of this green line here, because I do think we can be breaking this line rather quickly. Then it can be getting broken very quickly, and it will be not acting as very, very significant support in my opinion. So what you can be doing, of course, for sure, if we're seeing a breakout on the top side, to open your trade, but it should not be basing your trades off this green line here. But what you can see over here, upward sloping support line getting created here with 2, 3, 4 touch points as well here. So yeah, we are seeing the significance coming in here for Ethereum, and this as well, this chart over here on the 1 hourly candles will be signifying the next move that we're going to create. So at maximum in another 24 hours, we're going to see this breakout getting formed here. This breakout will be giving us a direction towards if we're going to move towards the upside or towards the downside. And we will be, of course, discussing all the things that we can be potentially playing out over here. So let me make this line, once again, yellow over here. And let's see what the price target can be of this significant symmetrical triangle. I do think these symmetrical triangles are usually working out very well here, especially if we're talking about the 1 hourly candles. We'll be going into some indicators in a second, because I do think, of course, like I have been telling it about several times here, I do think the MACD is very important to look at, because it will be signifying if the momentum is strong or weak. And guys, in a second, I can promise you guys already, I will be discussing some altcoins as well here, what you guys will be requesting me. But let's go as well for the 100 likes, guys. We're literally 15 likes away before reaching the 100 likes. It will be very amazing if we can reach it. So make sure to smash it up right now here, and you will be, of course, helping me out massively. I'll only take a few seconds of your time here, and like promised before, I will be going into some more altcoins in a second, and yeah, that's the thing that we're going to do. But let me go further into the Ethereum US dollar comparison here on the 1 hourly candle. So you can see, of course, it can be signifying a 10% move towards the upside or either towards the downside. And since, of course, we have been crushing it with our calls recently here as well on our trader page, you do want to be considering hitting the follow button over there as well here at Rover CRC. But this will be, once again, a trade that I will be at least taking here. And let's say my last 10 trades that I took here, 8 of the 10 trades that I took here were profitable. So, yeah, the last 10 trades were absolutely on fire. And you have to know, usually my trades are 6 out of 10 or so. You can't have every single trade right here. But as long as you have more than 30% of your trades right here, you should already be profitable if you're using, of course, a good stop loss and a good take profit while trading. And the most important part to be profitable while trading here is to have a very, very strict rule set. And as long as you're strict enough for your rules that you made for yourself, you will be always become probably a good trader here. And rules are just very important to follow, and you just don't want to be ignoring them. So yeah, my rules for this specific trade over here will only be entering once seeing, of course, a 1 hourly candle close above it. And of course, on the retest, it will be entering with a maximum loss of approximately 8% here. I mean, an approximately 8% loss here for an approximately, let me see, 8% loss for an approximately 103% gain is, of course, a very good setup in my opinion, because it will be using a 10x. It will be, this 10% will be, of course, a 103% trade here. But personally, you can also trade this towards the downside, but I will be just waiting on the sidelines. I will be not saying we're going to break up or down. I will be just waiting on the sidelines, because for now on, I'm just seeing consolidation, and it can still go either direction. But of course, to be very honest, I want to be saying it's rather going to break out towards the upside than towards the downside. And the main reason to say that is because we have been forming an uptrend over here. And of course, since this uptrend, we have been forming a consolidation pattern. And usually, guys, this is of course very important to know, because I am very good. My special trick that I always use here is to just identify the trend here. And currently we're seeing, of course, trend towards the upside getting created, and consolidation pattern in an upside trend getting created here is always leading towards a breakout towards the upside. I say always, but 9 out of the 10 times here, a consolidation pattern, a continuation pattern after a trend basing towards the upside tends to as well break out towards the upside. So that is a very, very important thing to know here. So that is my first of all reason why I'm still sticking in with my $1,720 US trade here, because of course, if you're zooming out as well to the 4 hourly candles, you can see we're moving up still. And since I've been opening my trade on the $1,720 US, like I have been literally saying, and I've been opening my trade, and we went to the $1,718, and after that we increased. And you don't want to be saying that I have not been warning you, because I have to go back a little bit here, but we have been exactly warning you guys about it, that I was opening my trade exactly on that point, of course. So very, very exciting to see, of course, that we were opening the trade on the perfect place here. It was absolutely spot on, of course. And since seeing that, of course, the trade playing out here, I do think, yeah, it was a beautiful setup. But it's very, very unfortunate that a lot of people missed out on this one, because a lot of people are just not following me on Twitter. So you can see over here, my Ethereum orders are getting filled, and I was talking about my $1,720 US trade here of the 0.618 here in the Fibonacci. And I mean, I should highly suggest to follow me on Twitter, so you're not going to miss out on any of these further updates at Rover CRC, guys. We'll be bringing out more updates once I'm opening trades, etc. I'm always keeping you guys up to date, because that is the new thing that I will be doing on this channel, and that is, of course, be more and more transparent about all my trades here. That's really a thing that I'm personally working on, because yeah, I just want to be building a better and better community, and you have been already seeing it in the past here. We have been absolutely flying, and this will be as well our next trade for Ethereum. Currently, I'm already in my position, but I have several accounts, so I will be my other trade on the $1,720 US is my swing trade position currently. So I will be having that open, because I personally do expect price to rise, but of course, I will be as well trading on just the lower time frames on a different account to just calm my weight up here, to of course take these fast trades and take fast profit as well here along the way up here. So yeah, we're seeing, of course, symmetrical triangle playing out. But what is the momentum currently telling us? The momentum, of course, is looking very healthy on the price action of... the momentum is looking very healthy on the price action of Ethereum. So you can see over here, we have been forming a higher low structure over here. Since then, we have been moving up as well, so looking valid. We have been forming a high over here. From this high over here, we have been setting a higher high, as you can see. So... Currently, what we're seeing in the MACD is nothing special. It's looking like a healthy trend. But of course, if we're going to the 4-hourly candles as well, you can see a healthy trend getting created in terms of selling pressures. We are forming a higher low, and of course, a higher low in the selling pressure as well here. If we're looking to the buying pressure, you can see we're clearly forming a lower high, to be honest. And of course, since then, we have been correcting as well already. So since seeing this correction, I do want to be seeing this previous high getting taken out here with as well a higher high in the MACD, but that's of course a thing that we can't say the trend is shifting right now here because we're still in the middle of the trend. So I can't really give you directions about that one. We're about to see a bullish crossover as well here on the MACD on the 4-hourly candles, so that's also looking quite interesting. But right now still on the 4-hour as well, it's looking quite healthy for the MACD. If we're enabling the EMA ribbon, you can see we're still getting supported by it. Ever since we were, of course, breaking this downtrend on Ethereum, we have been finding some very solid support here on the MACD. And, I say once again MACD. I mean EMA ribbon, guys. We have been finding very good and solid support on the EMA ribbon. And since then, we have been moving up here. But, I mean, there is also a very, very important reason to know here that we have been starting moving up here on the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin pair because of some reasons here. Ethereum compared to Bitcoin have been moving up here because there is just a lot of bullish news coming out here on Ethereum. And there has been, of course, lately coming out an announcement, of course, that the London hard fork update is coming out anytime soon here for Ethereum. What will be leading, of course, what will be leading towards that Ethereum will become a deflationary token. And because Ethereum will become a deflationary token, of course, there will be less and less Ethereum in circulation, and there will be more tokens getting burned here. What will be leading to more scarcity in the end of the day here. So Ethereum is getting pretty hyped up right now, and Ethereum is looking like a very good opportunity to buy in. And you can see it as well if you're looking to the balance on the exchanges in terms of on how much Ethereum is over there. So you can see if we're zooming out here, Ethereum compared to the available Ethereum on exchanges is of course drastically low here. It is currently sitting on let me see, almost a 3-year low here on of course available Ethereum on exchanges. So there's a lot of accumulation currently going around here, and one of the most exciting things as well here is this chart over here. And this chart is telling us how much addresses are holding more than 10,000 Ethereum. And you can see over here, I will be zooming in for a second because we're literally sitting at all-time highs right now. So there have never been so much wheels in Ethereum. And of course, as long as these bulls are buying, I will be buying as well. Because the smart money is buying. And you can see here, while we were dropping off here, there were coming only more and more wheels into Ethereum. What is, of course, meaning that there is a lot of accumulation going around. And a lot of people are buying up their Ethereum. So that's pretty exciting to see, to be honest. And you can just see it over here. You can just read it very simply. We see the prices of, we see this blue line increasing. We see the prices decreasing. So there is accumulation. There is accumulation. Big parties, big players are buying up Ethereum. Do they know more than we know? It looks to be yes. But I do think we all have the same information. We all know that Ethereum is working hard on improvements. And we all know that Ethereum is the mother of the altcoins. And I do think that Ethereum will be definitely the asset that you want to be watching here in the remaining of the year 2021 here. So I've been as well saying it several times on Twitter. I've been buying up mostly Ethereum in this recent drop-off, and it has been paying off already pretty well here. As well with some other altcoins I've been stacking up, it has been paying out massively already. You can be making a lot of gains while the market is decreasing here. Once everyone is not talking about it, once everyone is becoming bearish, you want to become bullish usually. So the fact here as well, people say I sometimes a little bit bearish on Bitcoin, but people say if you're bearish, people assume once I'm say Bitcoin is looking bearish that they have to be selling their Bitcoin. But no, if I'm bearish, I'm not necessarily selling off Bitcoins. It's more necessarily meaning that I'm accumulating more, because the more bearish Bitcoin becomes, the more you want to be selling. The more bullish Bitcoins become, the more you want to be. Sorry, I said it incorrectly. The more bearish Bitcoins become, the more I want to be buying, and the more bullish Bitcoin is getting, the more I will be selling, because that's just how the market works and how the game works in crypto, because that is just crypto is just a game here. So as well, a very important thing to know here before I will be going back into Ethereum in a second. I will be going into your altcoins as well in a second. But this, of course, the whale map you can see over here. There's never been so much accumulation in Bitcoin around this level. Of course, whales are buying up. You have to know what the smart money is doing. Smart money is buying, and as long as the smart money is buying, I will be joining the party as well. So that's, of course, a very, very important thing to know here. And guys, by the way, make sure to smash up the likes for another time here. It would be amazing if you can do so. Would be truly amazing. As well, what you can see over here, stock to flow model. Plan B has been saying if Bitcoin is not sitting around 100K on December 2021 here, the stock to flow model is broken. So let's see how this will behave itself. I personally do still remain bullish on the stock to flow model. I still believe in it currently. So let's see how this will be reacting. Of course, some people say the stock to flow model is irrelevant, but till right now, it has been always respectively give us some very very interesting thoughts, and of course very interesting data. I mean, literally over here on March 2020, everyone was saying the stock to flow model is dead, we are done. But since then, we have been increasing. We were overvalued. Since we have been overvalued, we decreased. I mean, for now on, it is only giving us very good proof that it is working, and we are not even in the green stage. And the green stage is the all-time high here, because that is the usually time where Bitcoin is stopping out here. So still think we have way more potential to, of course, increase the valuation. Still think the stock to flow model is pretty good one, and you don't want to be missing out on that one. A quick question for the chat right now, guys. Make sure to get active in the chat right now here, because do you believe, in which stage do you believe that we're currently in? Do you believe that we are in the disbelief stage? And the disbelief stage is, of course, this rally will fail like the others. Or do you believe that we are already in the anxiety stage, or it already the panic stage? Guys, let me know. Do you think it's already over? Do you think it's just getting started? I personally do think that we are around the disbelief stage over here. I do think there's much more to come here, but let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it. I mean, Bitcoin will be hitting 100K, Bitcoin will be hitting 200K, Bitcoin will be reaching 300K, but the real question is, when are we going to reach it? So we're all on the same page here if we're going to say that Bitcoin is going to reach the 200K. So is it a bad investment right now? I don't think so. I mean, once the prices are bearish, you want to be buying. You want to be dollar cost averaging. So let me know where you guys are. Let me know what you guys currently think that we are here. So myself and others want to know your thoughts about the Grayscale Bitcoin unlocking. I will be going into that in a second here, because I do think it's very important to talk about it. Mr. Kruner is saying depression. Oh, then we are already starting a new rally. So I don't think that we're in depression stage here, but pretty amazing. F1 Foundation is saying disbelief. Some more people are saying disbelief stage, because what we're currently seeing here is that approximately 50% of the people that were in the market, because we're as well 50% from the all-time high, but I know if I'm doing some pause here, a lot of people say that we are already done here, and the market is just done, and that we're going to continue down, and they think the rally will be failing. And that is, of course, exactly what the disbelief stage is here. And the people that are right now are selling. The people are right now that are not buying at this moment will be buying our top. Because for every seller, there will be as well a buyer. I think crypto has low volume every single summer, and that's true. That's true. That's you think, but you say you think, but it is true. Historically seeing, Bitcoin always has low volume in the summers. So yeah, you are right, man. That is definitely not necessarily a bad thing here. Of course, it's nice to see higher volumes coming in here in the market, but it is generally speaking always the same. Let me see. Let me enable the volume, and let me right away give you some facts here, because we can just see it very easily. Let me go into the Bitstamp chart here. You can see over here. Let me see. July. This was the previous summer over here. Previous summer. Previous summer. Summer. Let me see over here. This is also the summer. Summer. You can see it clearly. You can see it clearly. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't really see it clearly, though. My head is in front of it. You can see it over here. It's clearly, always generally speaking, in the summers, we are seeing low volume. It is usually always the same here. So, is it weird that we're seeing Bitcoin having such low volume? Do you think the market is over? I mean, people will be regretting if they're not buying around these stages, in my opinion. But historically seeing, we're seeing volume always dropping off here. And guys, there are some very, very key levels of resistance that we are right now literally breaking or about to break here. So you can see over here this very key level of resistance. And guys, please don't say that I have not been warning you guys about this one, because I've been already saying this one approximately around April, once we were getting this third touch point over here. So I've been already spotting this downward slope resistance line here on the MACD on the RSI line, and I saw some other YouTubers made a video about it as well here. But we, of course, on the channel, we have been spotting this one as very, very first. So we have been seeing right now that we're running in towards this resistance target over here. Do think that we can be breaking it anytime soon here. Well, can be leading, of course, towards higher price getting reached here. So yeah, looking forward towards it. Looking forward towards it, what we can do here. And as long as we're holding on towards this level over here, the 30K, I do think that we're going to be good. Personally, I still will be saying this 30K is the bottom in my opinion. I do think that we're going to see the price reverse anytime soon here. It's just going to be a little bit of a tight end here. And I do expect, to be very honest, it will be very, it will be very likely to see Bitcoin still trading around the same level, around the 30 towards 40K here by the end of the month here. I won't be surprised. And I do expect maybe beginning half August, beginning September, we're going to really see this magnificent move once again getting created here, because right now it's summer, people are taking a break, they're not trading. So yeah, looking forward towards what's going to play out here. But I mean, people are of course going out of crypto because it's boring. They're saying it's boring, but how I see it, it's full of opportunities. So let me see. Let me see if someone has. Let me see if someone has a question for a certain altcoin. I want to be discussing some altcoins for you guys. I can't do an extreme long stream like I already told everyone before, but let me know which altcoin we have to be discussing right now here, because then I will be going over it for a second real quickly. Let's see the breakout. I mean, for sure, I would love to see a breakout, but still, we have to wait a little bit longer here. And just like I told you before, on the Twitter page, we will be for sure keep you guys you guys all up to date here if we're going to see a significant breakout. Of course, currently we're seeing some downwards pressure coming in towards the market, and whoa, we are really pushing down averages slightly here. Well, we were just looking at the chart. So let me see. Good prediction again. Agreed. Thank you, man. Thank you. Let's see, man. I mean, I'm really looking forward towards it. Oh, sorry, the Grayscale Bitcoin unlocking. I will be going over that. Well, I am as well talking about a different coin. Okay, Dean Harvey, I will be going over it. I see multiple ADA requests. So let me go into ADA and let me remove all the drawings. And let me first discuss the lower time frame before getting into the Grayscale. I will be for sure discussing still the Grayscale unlocking on Bitcoin, because yeah, that's of course the thing that you want to be looking at, and it can be potentially driving prices lower, and it's for sure a reason to be a little bit worried about it. But this is once again as well for some people reason to sell, and if you really think you want to be selling, the other people are buying probably. So let me see. Cardano, what are we having here? First of all, in the 1 hour, it looks to be that if we're enabling the 4 hourly candles, that we have been forming a beautiful uptrend. We have been starting to set higher lows and higher highs right away here. So let me as well enable the MACD real quickly on the 4 hourly candles to see if we're seeing some weaknesses or strengths here in this trend. So let me see this. So first of all, we have been forming a higher low and higher highs on the MACD. So first of all, I want to be saying the trend is looking healthy. The trend is nothing. The trend is just looking healthy. So it's very likely to continue the trend even towards higher stages. We have been forming no bearish divergence at all here. So as well on the RSI, it is looking like a very, very valid trend here. So there's nothing wrong with the ADA trend that we're currently seeing in terms of the MACD, in terms of the momentum. The momentum is looking very healthy, and we're not seeing any reversal signals right now here. What we can be seeing is a beautiful upper slope support line, and even if we're removing this one, we can be maybe approaching it differently, like a parallel channel. Maybe we can be maybe approaching it like a parallel channel. Excuse me. And you can be looking at it like this. No, you can't. I'm sorry. You can maybe better approach it like this here. You can see an upper slope supportive line here, upper slope resist line getting created here potentially. Upper slope support line getting created over here. This can be leading to some kind of an rising wedge scenario. Of course, rising wedge are usually bearish bias patterns. So let's see how this will be ending. Of course, still we're trading around $1.50 here. I still think it's quite a good level here to trade on. To be honest, if I'm looking to the MACD here on the daily candles, I am seeing some bullish divergence playing out here. Lower low getting created here, higher low on the MACD, resulting, of course, in a bullish divergence. As well, what you can see over here, resulting in the prices moving up already ever so slightly. But it is also signifying that the trend reversal is here anytime soon here on the daily candles. So currently, we're still setting lower highs here, and I do expect this to reverse towards the upside since seeing this divergence over here playing out. Of course, currently it's not playing out on the RSI. But we are seeing it, of course, playing out here on the MACD right now. So as well, what you can be potentially seeing here is this breakthrough already of this resist target over here, upper slope support line over here. I mean, you can be approaching it like this, or you can be approaching it differently, like a falling wedge here. So it looks quite exciting here. But I mean, the charting on the daily is not that beautiful, to be very honest. So let me go back into the 4 hourly candles, and I'm not really seeing a specific pattern, to be very honest. I am seeing, of course, this downward slope resist line getting created here, but you can be rather approach this one on the 1 hour candles, I do think. Let me see this. Let me approach this one on the 1 hourly candles. On the 1 hourly candles, we are forming this downward slope resist line. We are forming a potential upper sloping support line over here as well, like you can see over here. So this can be resulting as well in symmetrical triangle. I mean, coming together with Bitcoin and Ethereum currently, we're as well seeing symmetrical triangles getting created here. So it's very likely to see Cardano doing the exact same here. So yeah, that's as well the main reason why I do expect to that Cardano is, of course, in the end of the day going to follow the Bitcoin valuation. And yeah, you can clearly see right now downward slope resist line getting formed here. 2 touch points already, 2 touch points on the supportive line already as well here. I say 2, but I mean 3. So yeah, it's looking quite healthy as well. You can be maybe drawing it from here on, what will be resulting in more touch points, to be honest. So yeah, you can be really looking for maybe a breakout anytime soon here. You can be right approach it like this here. I do think it's a better scenario to approach here. Right now trading on support. So if we're failing to hold on to this level, we will be potentially see some lower price getting reached here. But like I already told you in the beginning of my ADA review, we are currently in an uptrend. And as long as you're on an uptrend, you want to be respecting the trend here. And right now as well, if you're enabling the Fibonacci retracement, you can see 0.236 here, already providing very beautiful support over here, golden pocket as well over here. So yeah, personally, yeah, it was a very nice entry, to be honest, on the 0.236 here, the $1.37 here. Yeah, the Fibonacci is a very significant and a very good manner to spot some support and resistance target here. As well, let me enable the let me real quickly enable the Fibonacci from the swing high towards the swing low over here. On this Fibonacci, we're not seeing any very significant plays here, but yeah, we can be looking for a next resistance, and of course, next major support. Major support is, of course, around the $1.34 here. Major resistance will be around the $1.56 here. But these resistance targets are mainly, of course, on the daily candle. So let's see how it will be approaching. But yeah, main thoughts on Cardano right now here. We're on the 4-hour uptrend. 4-hour uptrend looking for is still very strong here. And as long as we're holding on towards that level, it is looking good here. Cardano compared to Ethereum, going a lot of sideways. Ethereum showing a lot of strength here, giving Cardano a pretty hard time right now here. You can be approaching it on this daily uptrend still over here. Higher lows getting forward each and every time here. As long as we're holding on to this higher low structure, it is, of course, providing you buying opportunities. As well, on the Cardano compared to Bitcoin valuation, we have been forming a resistance line on the top side, downward slope support line as well here. As long as we're supporting these, as long as we're respecting these trend lines, I do want to remain, of course, neutral / bullish here, because yeah, you can be maybe looking at this specific pattern as a bull flag, and this can be for sure still playing out anytime soon here, since we have been, of course, forming a very nice rally towards the upside, and right now create some kind of a bull flag here on the Cardano compared to Bitcoin valuation. So yeah, can't wait to see where Cardano compared to Bitcoin is heading towards, and I do expect to still see higher prices getting reached here, since we have been doing exactly the same in the previous bull runs. So yeah, a lot of more room to grow for Cardano. But I mean, the thoughts to make me, the thoughts on the US dollar pair, not very clear here. It's just in a 4-hourly uptrend here. Daily resistance is not very clear. We are seeing a divergence on the MACD currently. The Ethereum trend, Cardano compared to Ethereum trend, is basing still towards the upside. Cardano compared to Bitcoin is forming a bull flag right now here. So yeah, still, the main thing that I will be personally doing here, and what I have been doing here, is just accumulate altcoins, accumulate Bitcoin, accumulate Cardano, accumulate more altcoins around these stages, because I do think it's a good accumulation zone. But then let me talk a little bit about the Grayscale unlocking here. Let me quickly go into this one. By the way, the available Bitcoin over there, you can see. Let me see, where are we having... I will be going to CryptoQuant for a second, because I know I have a Grayscale chart on CryptoQuant. So let me quickly search this up here. Fund data. And you can see over here the Grayscale Bitcoin holdings here. And to right away calculate this here, they are owning 651k Bitcoin. What is, of course, quite a lot of Bitcoins. 651k here times 35k is an approximately $22 billion in Bitcoin, and that is, of course, quite a lot of Bitcoin. And I don't even think that they can be selling all the same at the same time here, because that will be not even working with the liquidity. As you can see over here, Grayscale is owning a lot of Bitcoin, and they will be unlocking some Bitcoins in the future. But do I expect that they will be selling off their Bitcoin? I do expect that a company like Grayscale will be doing so personally, and that will be, of course, for sure, maybe give some more downward pressure here, but it will be as well allowing other companies to enter the market. So the reason why I do expect that Grayscale will be selling off ever so slightly some Bitcoin, I mean, there are two theories. A theory one, why I do expect that they will be selling off here, because they were accumulating Bitcoin around levels of approximately these levels, lower stages, 90K, 20K, 10K. They've been buying a lot of Bitcoin up over there. And once a company is making over 400, 600% here, and the portfolio is, their Bitcoin holdings are 6 times as big that they were 6 months ago, the company has to be reevaluating, and the company has to make up a new balance sheet, because right now the company is owning maybe 60% of their net worth in Bitcoin. Well, it was invested only 20%. So they have to be making up their balance once again here. And I do expect that they will be selling off a little bit here, because the market is been increasing so significantly, and this will be happening with all the institutions. All the institutions have to be making up their balance sheet, because they let's say just like Tesla, they only invest 15% of their the worth of the company. But if Bitcoin is doubling, they right now have 30% of their company worth in Bitcoin. So they have to be making a new. They have to be clarifying their balance sheet up here. They're clearing their balance sheet up here, and they make it 50% once again. So they're selling 50%. So yeah, that's one of the theories why I do think that Grayscale will be selling off ever so slightly. So yeah, let's see how that will be going to affect the price. Of course, if we're going to move down here, it will be giving more people opportunities. So yeah, it can be, of course, drastically pushing prices down here, but not everything will be unlocked right away here. So yeah, let's see how it will be reacting. Maybe they're not even going to sell anything because they think it's stupid to sell on these 30K level. That's also a thing that can be happening, but that still remains to be seen here. I can't give you a prediction about that one because that is purely gambling, and we just have to wait and see how it will be going here. I mean, I'm not going to sell because Grayscale is unlocking certain things here. This is big thought once again here. People think that the company is going to drop off here, but what if they are going to buy? What are people going to do who right now sold their Bitcoins? And because Grayscale is buying, they have to be buying even more expensive Bitcoins. So yeah, let's see how it will be reacting here to the price. I don't exactly know. I will be not giving any certain predictions or whatsoever about it, but for sure, it will be still have negative influence right now on the market. It's currently having negative influence on retailers. So, of course, institutions are loving it because they can be scooping up more and more Bitcoin. So, yeah, these are basically my thoughts here on Grayscale. But, guys, this was also for the update video. We have been discussing Ethereum. We have been discussing ADA and Bitcoin, of course. I will be highly suggesting to look still at this symmetrical triangle. We'll be keeping you guys for sure up to date with every single move that we're going to make in this significant symmetrical triangle, guys. Thank you so much for watching once again here to this amazing stream here. Guys, I mean, I will be trying to do more streams here to give you guys more updates as well about certain other coins here. But right now, I just have to head out here. So, guys, thank you so much once again for watching here. And I will check you guys in the next one. And I'll check you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.